I need all the help I can get. Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to BND Live, the Dungeons & Dragons live stream where a group of high school friends attempts to play Dungeons & Dragons remotely via the internet. With us, as always, we have Stephen as Finric the Monk, Erin as Agnes the Bard, Tim as Twizzard the Wizard, and Chris as Paelias the Cleric. I am Shawn, your ever faithful and humble DM, and this is BND Live. Alright, folks. Let's do a little recap. We got a special Thursday night presentation tonight for reasons. Last time, it was DePaul, around 9 a.m., heading south on horses. By 3 p.m., you head into the forest on an ill-used path that Agnes found. Eventually, you approach a keep around 4 p.m. Compass points directly to it. Paelias scries on Falrith, who sees the orb, the scrying orb. Notes you have a way of finding him, and then teleports away. The compass spins. You search his keep, getting all of Paelias' equipment back except the snake staff. You also find the bodies of the king and queen of Oravakar, seemingly in the same state that the duke was. You return with them to Dolith and hatch a new plan. One group will waylay the ship that's coming from the north and then going to head back to the north to the mines. And another group will seek the Water Genasi tribe's help to navigate the astral plane. Presumably those two groups are Finric, Agnes, Twizzard, and Paelias. And then Dromm, Vinny, Lily, and Serpen. So, as we find ourselves, say you've taken that day to plan, so the next morning, to Saul, 9 a.m. What would you like to do? How would you like to get to the Water Genasi?
Is Lily coming with us, or is she going that way?
She likes miners, so she's going with them.
Lily is going to try to save the miners and make a name for herself as the noble who wants to give people their best lives. So,
Savior of South Gorson.
Yeah, and Puppy Town and a lot of other places, I'm sure.
Yep. You guys have access to horses if you want to go overland, which presumably is the way to go.
Oh yeah. Do we have our boat?
Well, we have to get to our boat. So I would say that we should take the horses as far as we possibly can. And we should try to make haste.
Do we have to go the exact same way back?
Well, I know Finric wanted to stop by the...
Well, but we still have to take the exact same way back, right? Mm-hmm. We have to travel the same distance?
Yes.
Nobody moved our boat, even though I thought they did. Okay.
Did Finric want to go back there, or is that just us wanting him to go back there?
The Baroness wanted me to go back there, and I think you wanted me to go back there, but I think Finric is apathetic.
Okay.
I mean, he'd go, but he can also not go.
Well, you did send a lock of your hair in a nice little box.
It seemed like the right thing to do.
Oh, man.
Oh, now you've done it.
Yeah, you little
We
hussy.
should just make haste.
Make haste.
Yeah, basically the two main gates of the city of Dolith. One, you'd go over that ancient bridge again, and then you'd branch off and go west until you got to the place where you crossed, which leads into the Ruga barony. Or you could proceed further on the southern road, which is a way you haven't gone before, but presumably it would get to a coast. whether that's the southernmost coast of the continent or whether that's the river coast, unclear to you folks.
Well, Agnes is not familiar with the way that everyone came here because she teleported.
Right.
But she does have a map, and she could understand people describing their pathway to her.
And are you on your Fey steed?
Oh yes, I am on my Fey steed.
And Twizzard, are you riding with Mr. Bones?
Yeah, we're on one of the best horses.
Is he?
Or whichever one we had before.
Who sits in the saddle?
Front?
I think he might be in the front.
You're piggybacking?
Yeah, I think so. We might switch it up.
Perfect. Oh no, I dropped her. Dropped your mohawk. Don't worry, I found it.
Oh, you lost your mohawk.
my
Don't worry,
my
don't
hair.
worry.
Going too fast on my horse.
Is that canon? Your mohawk can fall off. All right. Which way would you guys like to go? North, then west, or south, then west?
Well, Twizzard conjures a map, looks at it, and points to the west and nods at everyone.
Mm.
It disappears.
Huh.
Did you just make that fake map?
I mean, would we expect to meet up with Talon if we went back north and west?
I'd
Possibly.
say there's a good chance, yeah.
We could at least tell him what transcribed after he left, or he already knows. So
If we go south, we might find Bizarro Talon. Or somebody else. Or nothing.
Where's the ship?
We don't.
The
So the
ship is to the west mostly, a little bit south.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
We can go
No,
by
no,
the. I mean, if you guys want to go back to the town with the Baroness, that'd be
Wasn't there a
awesome.
lumberjack competition around there too?
Yes, you knew. You'd remember. Yeah. So basically, literally, wow, this is amazing. So you left there. Yeah, she described it as the Lumberjack Festival was in a couple of weeks. That was set on the 78th day of the year. You're now on the 90th day, so it's literally 2 weeks ago. Anyway, you are in
Yes.
Dolith.
Mhm.
And so you could go up and then over to here, or you could go down and cross over here. Your boat is over here.
It's around there, yeah. Which way did we get there? Did we take the sort of upper?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Defeated
Well,
a bunch of.
Do we want to take the road less traveled and go down, or do we want to go where we've been and we have a sense of the land?
Up to Finric if he wants to meet up with his Baroness mistress, right?
Yeah, although I think either way, we technically could go by the Baroness,
Oh,
right? It's like we're still talking in both cases. We'd go from where we are in South Gorson across the lawn to meet up with the boat. It's just like, are we going across South Gorson? Are we crossing the river between South Gorson and Alond the way we came, or are we aiming further south and crossing further down?
Right. Yeah.
we crossed with Waterwalk. Is there like an actual way that we could cross next time?
Oh, Jip Bridge.
You could ask around. I don't think any of you know, but you could ask around.
Yeah, maybe we should find like an actual way to get across.
well, how big is the river?
Like a mile, something like that?
Yeah, it was like a couple
That's
miles.
a pretty
I think.
big bridge.
It would be a very big bridge.
Should be easy to find then. Perfect.
gonna grab my charger.
Well, Agnes's vote is for whichever way is going to be the quickest, and she thinks that it's going to be taking the road that you're already familiar with. So that's Agnes's standpoint.
That's fair.
All right, let's go. I mean, in fairness, to take a step back, I don't know that I want to spend 4 weeks going back across Elan, so we might be well suited to like skip some of this travel time anyway.
We can do some fast travel. Don't worry.
Okay. Hey, Foley.
Yeah.
So we talked about we're going to take the road that we traveled before, and we're going to fast travel some of it, so we don't spend the next 4 episodes trekking back across Elan.
Perfect.
Cool.
All right. So you guys head out the way you came, fully stocked with supplies, 4 horses, just really.
We're enormous
really,
horses.
Really good job.
Yeah.
4 enormous horses, crush the land beneath them. You go back across the well-built stone bridge that seems to be ancient beyond anything Finric can comprehend. You, I guess actually you would pass the group of refugees somewhere along the way. Reminisce with them.
Pretty slow.
Although Lily's not with you, so Lily wouldn't see the person that she were. But yeah, so you see those people that you saved. High fives all around. They've been told the story by Talon, but you're lauded as heroes. You probably share an evening meal with them, perhaps. Continue on your way the next day. And probably, I have to check exactly, but I think it'd be toward the end of the second day that you would get to roughly where you guys crossed originally.
Looks familiar.
Yeah, give me a survival check. Are you trying to go back to exactly where you were, or just approximately?
Probably ballpark, right?
Ballpark, yeah.
Ballpark.
I mean, did you guys cross at a place that looked like it was easy to cross at? Where there were banks and not cliff sides to the river?
We just picked a place, I think, wherever we found the water.
Yeah, but I seem to remember it wasn't particularly like difficult terrain on either end.
Difficult. There were lights in the dark and knolls involved. You fought a battle as you got onto the shore.
Mm-hmm. But they're dead now.
They are dead now. Let me see here. Well, actually, yeah. Give me whoever's leading. Give me a survival check.
Looks like Agnes.
Well, let me ask you this: are you trying to
It
tack?
won't be good for Agnes to take the lead. She doesn't know the way.
Are you
But I'm
trying
looking at the horses.
Are you trying
Didn't
to
know the way last
track-
time.
Sorry, Shawn.
No, that's okay. Yes, given the horses, Agnes is in the lead. Are you trying to track Talon and Astaroth's path? That's maybe a question to ask.
Does that matter who our leader is?
So are we assuming that he went back to Elan?
That is what the refugees that you passed told you. They would have informed you of that.
Okay.
I think we're probably keeping an eye out to see if we cross paths with paths that look like theirs, but I don't think we're like, going off of.
So there's the abandoned
the
town
mission.
where the spider beasts attacked.
Oh yeah, that awful place.
I guess, yeah, if you would like to track him, roll a survival. Otherwise, just head west and you'll get to the
I'll look around for tracks.
All right.
And I got a 19.
All right. Yeah, you've over the days that you were traveling with him, you learned some woodland craft. and you're fairly confident in the direction that he might have taken. It also, he's probably not covering his tracks very well. And Astaroth, when left to his own devices, leaves quite the trail. So, yeah, you guys feel like you're basically following him appropriately.
Look at the size of this scat.
Yeah, I see a size 19 polar bear footprint here.
So, man, the scat. All right, so that evening, when you get to the banks of the river, you see a hawk flying above you, and it sort of swoops down and like sits in front of you, and then like flies up north a little bit, up the coast a little bit.
Well, that was awkward.
Nice.
Was that hawk taunting us?
No. Anybody speak bird?
Did Timmy fall down a well?
Oh, who's got those? Wait, who can speak to animals? That's her pen.
Yes, he can. Some of you might have animal crackers that can do it too. I could speak to plants. Do you want me to speak to the plants and find out? I mean, anyone who's been with Talon before should know what that hawk means. But Agnes wouldn't, because she doesn't hang out with Talon like you guys did.
Does anybody recognize that hawk?
Yeah, wasn't it the hawk that he used to find us last time?
Kind of look like it, but I don't know my hawks.
Yeah, I think that was the hawk that we saw right before we found him.
Yeah. How many hawks could there be? All right.
Well, I mean, I suppose one of you could send a familiar to look for the hawk. Maybe a flying familiar.
Yeah, I could fly my familiar out.
I'll do you one better. I put on my flying necklace.
Oh,
Are you
no.
really want to do that?
Yes.
Are you going to cast fly?
Yes.
All right.
Wait,
give me
sorry,
give me-
do I still have my necklace on?
So Tim saying that made me realize that we never resolved that actually.
I thought he took it off right away.
No, definitely not right away. I definitely had it on for a little bit,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I still had it on at the end of last time.
It's a little too late to retcon that, so we'll just say that you passed your wisdom saving throw.
Right.
Twizzard, when you cast fly, give me a wisdom saving throw.
You got it. You got it, boss. Chances look good. Oh, that just wedged in the corner there. 14.
Yeah, you feel the arcane energy flow through your hands, and you cast fly, and boom,
Nice.
you take off, man.
Let's start flapping my arms. I'll go find that hawk. Who's coming with me? You want to carry someone?
Tell you about.
I mean, if I could certainly polymorph. Does someone want me to polymorph and carry them? I mean, is this important?
Can I carry large weights when I'm flying?
Probably not, but you might be able
Not
to carry
really.
a halfling.
I guess I can't pick up Mr. Bones.
No.
No, probably not, Mr. Bones.
Just Bones.
Might be able to pick up Finric. But what's the point? I thought we were just going to see where the hawk came from, that's all.
Yeah, I was gonna see by following it.
Alright, well. See you in a little bit.
All right,
I mean, you could just fly over to the other side of the river if you want.
oh right.
I'll cast my familiar and follow
Twizzard.
Twizzard.
All right. So Twizzard and the familiar take off. Twizzard, you see the hawk actually sort of waiting for you, and then it continues on. You fly after it, really enjoying yourself. I mean, it's fun to fly. And sure enough, soon you look down and you see a familiar face grinning on the riverbank.
Is that waving?
And yeah, it's Talon and Astaroth.
No, I'll tell the group that we found them.
He looks up and he's like, yeah, I didn't really think out how I was going to get back across the river, and didn't really envision a swim of that length, so I figured I'd give it a day or two, see if you guys showed up, and then I'd do it, but happy to see you.
So I just point. We are right down the bank somewhere, one of these directions, up or down. If you want to come find us, we'll probably come up with something, I'm sure.
All right, let's meet halfway.
Okay.
All right.
I
so
did some
he
barrel
starts-
rolls.
He starts going down. Twizzard does some barrel rolls. Paelias relays the information, and you guys end up meeting up.
Sweet.
Easy peasy. You're still flying, Twizzard?
I'm gonna land where everybody else is, and then take off my necklace.
Give me a wisdom check when you take it off.
Oh.
9.
9.
And everybody to the ready.
What did I have to get?
So, yeah, Twizzard, Twizzard, you go to take it off, and you've been wearing it for a while, and you can't do it, and as you decide you can't take it off, Twizzard is replaced with a green dragon wormling.
Oh man.
And I, for some reason, did not have this handy, so hold on one moment.
Oh, that's what he
You
gets.
want to hold on to that because that's going to tell you.
The green dragon wormling.
Did I have on there cursed? Is it on the back?
Nothing
No.
like that.
Alright.
Yeah, less
Oh
than
yeah,
10.
do you have a copy of it?
I have the curse thing. Cursed being. Cursed beings. There you go. When you roll,
Oh
this
my
is what
goodness.
happens.
Okay.
Shall we roll for initiative?
I think we shall.
Uh-oh.
I think that's what's happening.
Did I have any control before I quickly turned?
You want to say something?
Mr. Bones, get me!
Yeah.
Knock me out.
Cursed green dragon wormling. There it is. All right, you've got the card too.
Maybe this will help us get across the river.
Maybe.
Well, you beat me, Agnes.
Yeah, not by much.
Don't
You
worry.
probably
I think Paelias has Misty Step. Yeah,
You!
go ahead.
You can go 30 feet into the water.
Go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah,
Tw-
sick.
anyone 20 to 25?
No.
Not even close.
15 to 20. Wow. Wow, not even Talon. Okay, 10 to 15.
Nope.
I'm 7.
Yours?
I got a 5.
No,
I got a
wait,
5.
wait. Whoa. 10 to 15. 10 to 15.
Oh, I thought you already did 10 to 15.
Yeah, we're moving
Did I?
on.
No.
10 to 5. Yeah, you said not even Talon.
Oh my gosh. No, I'm sorry. Talon's in the 10 to 15. Talon is 10 plus something. 5. He is... Oh, yeah, he's 15. Talon's 15. Okay. Sorry. And then next is... Sorry, what?
Agnes is 7.
Twizzard
Anyone
is
can-
6.
Can anyone beat a 7?
I rolled again, maybe.
No, the
Wow. That's
Paelias
incredible.
and Finric both have 5.
Twizzard's a 6?
Yeah.
Does Mr.
Wizard-
Bones get
Twizzard the dragon.
Oh, Mr. Bones. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Finric, I assume you have higher dex than Paelias?
Bones got 17.
Yeah, I get 5. I'm
All right,
lucky.
Mr. Bones
I
is
could
up.
roll again, couldn't I? Does that count?
What is what count?
Well, I'm lucky.
Oh yeah, did you roll a 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll that again, baby. Halfling luck.
Now I've screwed this whole thing up. Oh my god.
What? No, that's fine.
20. Sorry.
Oh.
No, that's fine.
Nice.
All right, so it's Finric, Mr. Bones, then Talon. Let's get a little.
What did Dragon get? Is that Twizzard?
Oh,
6.
I got 6. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. And according to canon, you guys are still on your horses, so that's exciting. Whoops.
So you know I've transformed.
I can fight on my horse.
All right. What are you doing, Finric?
I suppose I need to get off my horse.
Get off your high horse.
Is that an action? That feels like an action.
Does Azeroth go at the
no,
same
that would be
time as
movement.
Talon?
That would be movement? Okay.
Astaroth will go at the same point as Talon, yeah.
This thing's on the ground?
Oh, I landed
Uh,
at least.
He landed and then took it off, so when it transformed, it would be on the ground. So yes, it's on the ground right now.
Okay. And really what we just need to do is, like, beat him unconscious?
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
Do I have the same hit points?
No, you have a dragon wormling, which should be on your paper.
All right,
Okay.
what are you doing?
I'm gonna go beat him unconscious.
Pull off your horse. All right.
Okay, so at unarmed strike, we've got a 16 and a 24.
Do either of those hit, Tim?
Oh, they definitely hit me.
Well, no. Your armor class is 17.
Oh, 16 does not. 24 hits me.
Okay, so it does 6 damage, and then I'm gonna flurry of blows him. So that's I know math. 22 and 15. So the 22 hits,
22 hits.
and darn it, that only does 5 damage.
Still pretty good.
All right, Mr. Bones is up. Talon's on deck.
Mr. Bones comes running in, swinging his sword, tries to hit me right over the head with it.
Yep, you did give him an order.
All right, so he is gonna roll to hit. Gets a 14. I don't think he has plus anything. No, so he misses.
All right.
Swing and miss.
Talon calls out, "You do keep things interesting, don't you?" And he jumps in to attack this green dragon wormling with a 17 to hit.
Hits.
All right, and then he'll do.
I thought if your armor class was the same, it missed.
No, so basically, the way I think of it is, if it's a tie, it goes to the person who rolled the dice.
Okay.
So that's going to be 2 hits for a 9 and a 7, so a total of 16. And then, if you're still up, Astaroth is coming in.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm still up.
At this
But
point,
he's bloody.
Yeah, I'm pretty bloody.
a little advantage action? Oh, that's not.
I'm making strange noises. Gurgling
That
sounds.
definitely hits. Alright, Astaroth comes in for. Ooh, Astaroth comes in for a whopping 10. Damn.
Ooh.
Then that
miss.
should. No.
Oh, is that your hit?
Sorry,
10.
that was it was a 22 to hit. The first one missed. The second one hit.
Oh, okay. I'm still up. I
Um.
think I've won.
Alright. Agnes is up.
Someone just has to sneeze on me.
Knowing that this should not be fatal, I am going to. Can I use a single magic missile?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm just going to use my wand of magic missiles. Actually, let me look at my card throw. Maybe I'll do card throw.
Card throw? Like a playing card?
Knock out a
Yes,
dragon with a
it's
playing
a
card.
cantrip where
Oh,
I
nice.
throw cards like Gambit.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is awesome.
I conjure and then throw a magical card with a random effect. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target is hit by a card of one of the following colors, with each
Oh my
having a
God.
unique effect. So I'm going to roll for a range.
I'm here for
What-
random magic.
What would I use as my range, though? It's +8. Oh, that's actually really good. All right, well, that's a nat 20. So I'm guessing it hits, but I don't have to make it a crit, right?
Can't dodge that.
I mean,
Like, if I'm making it non-lethal, like I'm purposely making it non-lethal.
oh, I don't know if you can make ranged attacks non-lethal in general, but
Yeah,
you
threw it
have to
right
be
there.
lethal to transfer him back. So
Oh, okay, all right. So, well, it's a crit. So I'm going to now roll the
Yeah, here.
1d4 to
You're
figure
upstairs.
out what the
You sure? If you want to get out here, I can go upstairs.
yeah,
Oh,
I
no,
want
it's
to see what
D6.
color you are.
Okay, d6
Stop
for
in
the
a minute.
color.
Thanks, good.
It's a 6, so that will be violet. Psychic damage, and then must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or become blinded until the end of their next turn.
Do I need to do a Constitution saving throw?
Well,
As
you're
a
automatically
dragon.
going to get 1d4 damage, but the Constitution saving throw is to make sure you don't get blind.
Oh, it doesn't matter, right? 'Cause
Right. All right, so 1d4, here comes.
my dragon gurgles. Oh, playing cards. My one weakness. Oh.
All right, so I see you're
One.
All right,
One
but that's
hit.
enough. That's enough to do it. One's enough to do it.
Yep.
That's it.
38.
All right, so the dragon, not caught off guard, if you would, being there in the first place, sort of sits there and just takes a beating from all of you, and then sort of transfers back a little bit blinded, stars in front of your eyes, Twizzard, as you sort of. Yeah, actually, Talon's gonna throw a little healing your way.
I mean,
Maybe
does
a
he need to be healed?
He's just gonna do it. He doesn't know.
This is new to a bunch of us.
This is So he's gonna heal you for 5 hit points, just for whatever. Which
So
is
I just look at him and I just nod.
Much obliged.
Thanks.
Now, does he have to roll again to remove the...
no.
So he can remove it now safely?
Yep.
Just slide that back in my pocket.
Should I ask?
No. Let's just
Alright.
cross this river.
It's a private matter.
I think if that's the method you want to get me across the river with, I think I'll just swim.
That's a method.
Well, we can polymorph into flying creatures and carry people across. Mr. Twizzard can polymorph, I can polymorph, and, well,
We can walk water again. Didn't we walk water last time? That worked pretty well.
That's true. That did work well.
all right, then Paelias, if you would do your spell, and then we'll do some water walking.
Yeah. Can I get everybody?
I think it's like an area of effect kind of thing, like 30 feet of you or something.
Oh yeah. So we got to do it twice, right?
No, we're all within 30 feet.
Yeah, you just do it once, and as you move, we keep up with you, I think.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
Yeah. Let me
what?
find the spell.
What?
No, I think
Wasn't that what it
when he
was?
casts it, anyone that's within the casting range will
Oh.
get water walking, and then we can all go across.
I thought he did it on himself, and we just had to stay near him.
No,
Like
no,
an
no, no.
aura.
I thought it was
No,
the number
no.
of people that I could affect. Let me read it. The spirit grants the ability to move across any liquid surface such as water, acid, mud, snow, quicksand, lava, as if it were harmless solid ground. Creatures crossing can still take damage from heat in molten lava. Up to 10 willing creatures you can see within range gain this ability for the duration. So I get 10 creatures 1 hour.
Oh, cool.
So the range doesn't, it's 30 feet of when I cast it, I think. But yeah, as long as we're all within 30 feet when I cast it, we all get the effect for an hour.
Okay.
Right. Now, are we more than 10 creatures, though?
Yeah, how many creatures are we?
I mean, total creatures, yes, but you could ride horses.
Yeah, so I can just
so
cast
the horses just need to have the water walking, right?
Yeah.
And Astaroth?
Yeah.
Yeah, horses and Astaroth.
Yeah.
And Talon, I guess.
Well, can Talon ride on Astaroth for the time being?
Because he wants to go fast, because he has to cross it in an hour.
I can run when I have to.
It's just a mile,
Or we
right?
could, maybe I could double up with you, Finric.
Sure.
Can he Misty Step? Oh, help.
I could cast Pass Without Trace. We could do the very stealthily, running across the large expanse of bare water stealthily.
There you go.
Leaving no trace of our crossing.
All right, so you want to do it?
All right.
Yeah. That's good.
All right, let's cast this mofo.
All right. So
Level
basically in Golden Hour, having just fought a dragon form of Twizzard, you guys make it. Actually, I can't remember if you had to like. We decided you might have to like cast it once more in the middle of it. You time
That's
it
what I
right.
thought. But I think it depends on how fast we go. So how fast can we go?
It's fine. I think you make it
But it was-
across.
I thought it was like
This is.
4 miles in an hour.
Yeah, that's right. So you probably wouldn't have to casting it.
Is it really only a mile? I think maybe we crossed at a longer point last time.
Well, I think ultimately we still had a water walking ability. Well, I should say you guys still had water walking ability when you reached the other shoreline because you were fighting the gnolls while still water walking.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know a lot about this.
Lily told me all about it. She was very talkative that night. Do you know what it's
Alright.
like to talk to a teenager on the phone?
I'm going to
All right.
Canadian.
I hope the answer is no.
All right, you guys. Yeah, you make it across. It's very exciting. It's honestly, it's beautiful. The sun setting, lighting up the water. You're just like in awe of the,
running
as
on
the horses'
diamond.
hooves, they splash up a little bit, but you just ride across the river, at golden hour. You get to the other side. You make a camp. What do you have for dinner? What's for dinner?
Fish, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not use rations. Let's try to fish.
Oh, okay. All right. Anyone
Okay.
fishing? Give me a survival check.
Ooh, I'm fishing.
I'll go fishing.
I almost feel like I should wade in there and use sleight of hand.
Ooh, not me. I'm not waiting. I got a 5.
Sleight of hand.
Damn.
19.
17.
Whoa, look at you, fishermen.
Oh, yeah.
Fisher ladies.
Oh, I didn't fish.
Oh.
I said if I did, I'd wade in and use sleight of hand because I'm much faster with my hands.
Yeah. No, you guys are all you're above 15 or above is what we get fish for, and
I know. It's
Oh, Talon also gets a fish. Yeah, you guys have plenty of fish for dinner.
Great.
So Bones got a 5.
What kind of fish?
It is it's a bass. It's bass.
Okay.
It's bass-like fish.
That's like. Sounds good to me.
Bass-like fish.
Mm-hmm.
Are we doing a tiny hut? You guys got tiny hut again?
yeah. I can spend 10 minutes and a minute casting tiny hut.
I don't know. It feels
While we
pretty
fish.
Yeah, while you fish, I'll make the cabin nice and cozy. What
All
temperature
right.
would you like it? I mean, if it's not like terrible outside, if it's nice, we might not want. But
It's nice. It's a nice night.
yeah, I mean, leave the horses outside, and Mr. Bones can watch over the horses.
Ooh, yeah. Twizzard conjures a camping chair. Leaves it out for anyone to sit on who would like.
Amazing. All right. What's the watch like?
It's Mr. Bones.
Just Mr. Bones?
Well, I mean, So we are relatively safe inside the tiny hut, but we want to just make sure that the horses are going to be safe as well.
I haven't slept in a while, so I'll take last watch.
Astrid in our tent?
No, Astaroth is not in the
Astaroth.
10. No.
I'm thinking to do like a middle watch.
I guess I'll do first watch. Do we want to do the overlapping ones?
I'm fine with whatever. Just
Yeah.
tell us.
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Yeah, let's do the overlapping ones. So you always have fresh eyes for an hour.
All right. Let's see. So the first watch. Let's see. Agnes.
Yeah, Agnes would be for 2 hours, but the first watch she would probably be doing this by herself and Mr. Bones. And then the second hour she would be up with the next person. She would go to sleep, and the next person would be up for an additional hour with the next person. So
All
those.
right. Probably gets dark around 8 this time of year, maybe even a little earlier. So call it around midnight. It starts to rain. Then it starts to rain harder. But you guys are in the tiny hut, right? Tiny hut. Horses, they're outside. We're not
Is
super
there
happy.
any like tree coverage?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, it's not terrible, but it's coming down. Does rain make a sound on a tiny hut? That's a funny
I don't
question.
think it has to, because it's opaque.
What does it what happens to it? Does it just
Turn it
it
off.
must run down the side? I think it makes a sound. Maybe not
Yeah,
quite like a nylon tent, but it makes a sound.
A sound for the people on the inside, or a sound for someone outside hearing it hit something?
Oh, I would say both.
Okay.
But anyway, it's loud. The rain is like it is. This is a storm. Thunder, lightning. You all get your long rest, but by the morning, Agnes, as you feel the tiny hut beginning to end, you're not super excited because it is still wind, rain, full-on storm.
Oh boy.
It's like someone rolled a 1 on the weather die. It's not great.
It doesn't specify. It just says that I can make it whatever color I want from the outside. It's transparent from the inside, so we would see it raining.
Yeah.
And that and that spells cannot pass through it.
Yeah, I feel like we've talked about sound before and just decided that it doesn't do anything to sound.
All right. Oh, right. We were trying to whisper and stuff like that around Lady Norfolk, Virginia.
So yeah, your spell's about to end. The dawn light is there, but it is barely doing anything with the thick cloud cover and the just torrential downpour.
All right. Well, we
Oh,
should
boy.
probably
Can you recast that?
cloak up. I mean, I could recast it. We would get a little wet in the time that I'm recasting it.
Can you just make a big umbrella, Wizard?
Oh, Twizzard conjures a big umbrella.
Of 3 feet.
I was
3
gonna say,
feet
don't you have
wide.
a 3-foot limit?
It's as
Twizzard
big as I can get
conjures,
it.
Twizzard conjures an umbrella for him.
It unfolds. It's a folded 3-foot umbrella that unfolds to a larger area.
And speaking with plants, I feel like wouldn't even help. Be like, hey, can you make an umbrella for us? I mean,
It's a fall
Ugh.
storm. We're gonna get wet. Talon puts up his hood, resigned to his fate. And
we have someone who can prestigitation us.
Oh, wait. I can fix this. Let me see. I got something for this. I got, control water. It lasts for up to 10 minutes.
Now we're talking.
I'm with you so far.
I can control any freestanding water inside an area that I choose that is a cube up to 100 feet on a side. Does that help us?
For a
I don't
minute.
know if it's.
I don't think it hurts us.
Would you just make like a bowl of water above us?
Sure. If you wanna keep yourself dry for 10 minutes, that sounds like a fine use of control water to me.
Eh.
You're water bending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm waterbending as we walk. Yeah.
Yeah, you see the water like pooling up at the top of this cube that Paelias is controlling, and it moves with you. And you and so, how long can you keep this up?
Got about 2 minutes left.
All right. You're not gonna turn into a water dragon, are you?
Oh, no. My spirit animal is a snake.
All right.
It's gonna turn into a water snake.
And a couple minutes later, it's like a whole sheet of water just falls down on you.
You couldn't have bent that the other way, Paelias?
Sorry. When it runs out, it runs out.
But I thought you could control it.
I don't know if that was so helpful.
Up for 10 minutes. That's it.
It was 10-minute accumulation of a bucket of water above our heads. That was just dumped on us.
Now we're wetter than if we had just like taken the initial water.
That was excellent.
Other than being sort of wet and a little chilly, honest. These are paths that Talon knows well. You eventually make it back to the main east-west road of Alon. He declares that you're clearly in the Ruga barony, and that Croft is the next one to the west. And you continue on for that day. The rain does taper off by the evening, and you make a campfire, and press the digitation yourself. And then the next morning dawns. Beautiful weather. It's like a great, like the greatest fall day you could ever imagine.
Let's pick some pumpkins and apples.
Oh man, and it's dark again. A beautiful
Oh,
dark.
no. There went that beautiful day.
Did I get another long rest?
Yeah, oh yeah, you got a long rest in again.
Nice.
I guess yeah. If you guys wanted to do any spells or anything each night or each day, let me know.
Ooh,
Oh, like Mr. Twizzer
Yeah.
doing a spell each night.
I fixed Mr. Bones.
Got it. Just taking some notes here. All right. You continue on your horses, making good time, and maybe a couple hours after lunch, the Baroness's keep comes into view. You see flags. Basically, every flagpole and even some ones that weren't there before have been raised. There are large tents outside the grounds on either side of the road. It is a very festive atmosphere. Very festive atmosphere. You do, the observant among you, do pick out one or two what looks like it used to be a tent. There's some sort of people picking through it, deciding whether they want to try to set it up again after it got maybe blown down in the storm the day before. But in general, everybody's in high spirits. And as you arrive, you can tell that there's sort of a lot of energy growing around a large open field, and so you're sort of drawn to that. But you also smell the wonderful smells of roasted nuts and different meats. You see a couple different food carts, meats on skewers being slowly turned as people hawk their wares. It's the Lumberjack Festival. It's in full swing.
Oh, yeah.
What
Whoa.
would you like to do?
Well, Agnes feels bad that Lily is missing this.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Do you, you guys have sending stones?
Oh, like we want to rub it in?
So,
Fair.
are they setting things up, or are there things going on?
It seems like an event is about to start. You see people sort of like stragglers are going up. The people at their carts are like, man, maybe I should just shut down for a couple hours. But there's basically a bigger and bigger crowd gathering over to one side.
Ooh, let's go take a look at that.
Nothing attracts a crowd like a crowd.
It soon becomes quickly clear that the horses are not super welcome in the midst of a crowd. So you guys find a place over to the side to put them.
All right. I am too short to see. I would like to climb on Mr. Bones' shoulders and sit there.
All right, give me a no, you can do it. You've done this enough. Give me a perception check.
One of my best. 15.
Yeah, you see what looks like maybe half a dozen people in the center of this crowd. Pretty wide berth. But you also see a large, almost like telephone pole-esque giant log. Very similar to the caber tossing tradition. And you see in a place of honor, Baroness Croft. By the way, Agnes, does your fey horse disappear when you're not using it, or it sticks around, right?
No, it just hangs out.
Okay.
Yeah, if I dismiss it, I have to use a spell to bring it back.
Got it.
He'll hang out until it's really a nuisance.
Yeah, you see Baroness Croft and her number 2 woman you remember is named Betsy is near her. And a couple people getting ready to participate in this odd sport.
I guess we should say hi.
Does anyone want to enter? Is it too late to enter?
Well, Agnes is going to find like a candied apple or a caramel apple or something like that. She's in the mood for like carnival food.
Yeah, easily done. Look at this guy with his caber. It's so good. Come on, stand up, caber. There we go. Oh, you can barely see that. Terrible. Yeah, no, it's easy to find a delicious baked apple treat. Is that what you said you wanted?
Then yeah, just carnival food. Yeah.
Yeah,
Funnel
no, there's baked apples, there's roasted nuts, there's the equivalent of a funnel cake type of, this, fried dough basically. All for a reasonable price of a couple coppers each.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm buying a funnel cake and a baked apple.
While Agnes is getting food, what would you like to do, other folks? Astaroth is going to hang toward the back, actually. Talon sort of whispers to him to hang out, and he proceeds forward.
Can I see an official anywhere?
There's a whole crowd of people. Yeah, there's definitely an official. He looks like he knows. He's got a... Yeah, he's over to the side. You want to approach him?
Yeah, I'm going to walk up and ask him if I can enter.
All right, you jump off Mr. Bones' shoulders. Shoulder your way through some other people. You get up and he's like, yes! You have a question? We're about to start.
Ooh, yes. Is it too late to enter? This is my event.
Oh, it's...
I do some free flexes.
He looks at you askance and he's like, kind of full up. There were some qualifying rounds earlier. I don't know,
Ooh, consider me qualified.
Maybe, how important is it to you?
He
looks down at one of your bags hanging from your belt.
I give him a... Wait, is there a prize for this?
Aye, there's a prize. Absolutely.
Bragging rights?
Oh, yeah,
5 gold.
Ooh, I give him 1 gold.
He looks at the gold. Looks like you're our new contender.
Ooh.
Have you ever done this before?
I'm not completely sure what it is. Is it the caber toss?
Yeah. Basically, Just pick up that log over there. Toss it as far as you can.
No sweat.
Toss it as
Dwarves do
far
best.
as you can.
No
Is that not what
sweat.
caber tossing is?
Oh,
Is caber
no,
tossing
it
it has
works.
to spin?
Caber tossing, it has to do one flip, and then it has to land at 12 o'clock. If it lands at a different position, then it's less points.
But tossing it far is fine too.
Yeah, you could do a far thing,
This,
so it's
this
not
is the
quite
Elan
same.
version of caber tossing, so
Yeah.
it's just fine. You see the first guy like gets it up. I don't know, goes some distance. All the other people go, and then the guy, and the guy's like everyone starts to like basically they're doing rounds, and so the first guy's starting to go again. The official walks up and has a word with him, and the guy just looks like pissed, but the official's like, and he comes back and he's like, okay, you're up. So
So I look over at my friends and I go. I give them the thumbs up. They're probably eating, and
yeah,
I
they're
say,
all
"Oh, I need
down treats.
I need a second to warm up." And while I do that, I cast. I summon 4 unseen servants.
What? No. Wait, you're going to cast that 4 times?
Yes,
Hope nothing else bad happens today.
that's the most unseen servants I can conjure.
All right, 4 unseen servants.
And my mage hand. But,
Oh, your mage hand is visible.
well, but
I
it's
was
like
gonna
a
say, I
glove.
think your mage hand's visible.
Yeah, but I use my mind to make it go wherever my hand is, so it's like a glove. Okay, I don't. All right, I put it back in my pocket.
You can do it. People will notice.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
All right.
So I tell my servants to help me throw this log as far as I can.
All right.
So I go to pick it up. I'm hoping it's easier to pick up than it normally is.
Yeah, give me, with your unseen servants, give me strength check at advantage
Ooh.
to see if you can get it hefted up. I mean, you're a
Okay.
dwarf. You're pretty beefy.
I'm a stout dwarf. All right, 12.
No, it's 13.
12,
13. Sorry, it was 13. It was plus 1.
13, that's at advantage.
Mm-hmm.
You get it up, but it doesn't look too sturdy. It's a little like, and the crowd is like, first of all, the crowd's like, who is this guy? But you do manage to like get it off the ground, but you're like one of those like wobbling with it. So they're like, you see the crowd sort of like getting back a little. Go ahead and give me a toss, and for that, give me, actually do both strength and acrobatics.
Oh,
With
boy.
the unseen servants, give me them both at advantage.
Okay, so strength. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a 20 for strength
All
with
right.
19 plus 1, so not nat. And then acrobatics. Where is it? Oh, it was scrolled. That one had advantage too?
Yeah.
Ooh, 4.
All right. So you're sort of getting the hang of it with the unseen servants. Like, I mean, you're fairly you're a wizard who knows this stuff. You've cast unseen servant before. It took you a little minute to get it, but you're all working together now. And you heave it, and you mean it to go forward. But that's not exactly what happens. Some kind of, telepathic communication here goes a little awry, and it basically goes almost straight up. Give me a dexterity check. As more unseen servants push than should have pulled, I guess.
7.
You dodge out of the way as this thing comes back down after going like a good 4 or 5 feet in the air, which is pretty impressive. It comes back down, boom, as you like dive out of the way, and it falls almost exactly where you tossed it from. And the whole crowd is like, and the other competitors like sort of look at you, and then the first guy comes up to do his second round. And you get yourself to your feet. How do you?
I call all my servants over.
Talon's like, is that how you do it?
Oh, that's how we did it back in Torn.
This is how high you could throw
I
it.
guess there's different rules here.
Not how far you could throw it.
Oh
like
yeah, no,
horizontal.
it's It's distance here in Alond.
All right, now I know.
Well, you're still in it for round 2. The other people throw it, and the distance to beat is what's the distance to beat? The distance to beat is wow, that's incredible. That's not that. Yeah, no, that doesn't make any sense. 3 yards. We'll say 3 yards. The distance to beat is.
I was
3
gonna say about a meter.
Yeah.
Yards, okay.
Wait, that would be 1 yard. Wait, how big is?
Yeah.
Agree to disagree.
Oh, 3. Oh, yeah. That's right. A meter is 1 yard.
Yeah.
I was thinking 3 feet.
Say 2 meters. No?
All right.
Too far? Well, I rolled the die, and the die said 5, and that's clearly too far. Maybe I should have
Well,
I
rolled.
mean,
5
maybe there's
feet.
maybe these are a bunch of like people that work the land and stuff like that. Like maybe they've got some strength to them.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
That's how it works.
is it flipping? Because then, is it in addition to the length of the caber itself?
Well,
Or is
then,
it
yeah,
just how far you are from it?
I think it's how far you are from it, like your feet when you let go, to the closest part of the caber. So we'll say 5 feet,
Okay.
because they're pretty good. All right, Twizzard.
All right. Gather my
Second try.
servants. Yep. Give him a pep talk. Trying it again.
Strength at advantage. Pick it up.
Strength. So there's a 4. And there's an 18.
All right. You can add 2 to either the strength or dexterity of your next toss. Your choice.
Raw acrobatics.
I have to do it beforehand? Before I
No,
know
you can see the results. So do
Okay.
strength and dexterity again at advantage, and you can add 2 to whichever one you want.
My strength was a 19 plus 1, 20.
Okay.
And my dexterity. Get out of the way, dice. All right. Ooh, these are much better rolls this time. That was 17. That's 18. Oh my goodness! I will add it to dexterity. So that would be so I got 18. That'd be 20 for both.
20 for both. All right. You had the first round. You know, you worked out the kinks between the communication between you and the unseen servants. And this time you get the same height. But this time you get the release correct. And it sails up and out.
I'm gonna
And,
need like a search party to recover that thing.
The whole crowd goes crazy wild as you get 6 feet.
Yeah.
And everyone's like the other competitors, the half a dozen other competitors, sort of look at you with this newfound respect. And so now it's just the person who, it's just basically the top 2. This is the way it works in Alon, of course. So Twizzard, you got to face off with the other guy who got the 5 feet.
All right.
So he's going to roll now too. Because this shit matters. All right. He gets a 17 to lift it. So he also gets his +2. So give me your, let's do this at the same time. Give me your strength to lift. He doesn't have advantage, by the way.
Oh boy. I rolled double 3s. So
Okay.
that would be 4 with my +1 for strength.
Okay.
Not
All right,
looking
so-
good.
Actually, let's as the person behind, he has to go first. All right, so he gets 11 and a 15. So he does not. He's worn himself off in the first 2. He gets 3 feet, and he sort of looks to you, already sort of like admitting defeat. And then you go to lift the caper, and there's some miscommunication between the unseen servants, and you don't even get it off the ground. But you're still going to try to throw it.
Yeah.
But now you're going to subtract 2 from one of the numbers.
No sweat. So strength and dexterity
Yep.
at advantage or no?
Still at advantage.
Okay, so all right. So here comes strength. So It would be 19 minus 2, 17 for strength.
If you use the.
Oh, if I use that. And then my dexterity would be... Ooh. Yeah, I will subtract from the strength. So 17 strength and 10 dexterity.
All right, so your strength beats his. His dexterity was 17.
Was it 11
as
and
well.
15?
Oh no, I'm sorry. It should have been 11 and 17. I forgot to add the 2 to the second roll. Wait a minute. Hold on. What did I say? I said 11.
You said 11 and
17,
15.
and then yours was
11 and or 10 and 17.
10 and 17, yeah.
That's after he subtracted the 2. I feel like it's the difference of just a couple of inches.
Yeah, no, they have to like get out the official measuring pole. And like this is hardly ever done. So like the crowd's really excited by this point. The people who are selling food, they've just pushed their carts over and they're like giving out food at half price. Everyone's getting beer. Finric, where are you in all this? What are you doing during this show of strength?
I'm enjoying the festivities from where I stand.
Okay, so you haven't made yourself known to the Baroness?
I was just hoping she would recognize me in the crowd.
All right.
Oh, see you across the crowd.
Lock
eyes.
I mean, I would think like she's gonna recognize Twizzard and stuff, right?
She is. She recognizes Twizzard. She does not see you, though. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of excitement. You're not the tallest of individuals. Unfortunately, she does not see you. Although she is, laser focused on this competition. Paelias, what are you doing then in this competition?
Oh, I'm just watching.
All right. Chowing down on some snacks.
I
All right,
like snacks.
I'm gonna roll a d20. Do you want high or low, Twizzard?
Low. Low.
You want low. Okay, so if it's 1 to 10, basically. If it's 1 to 10, you're gonna win this. Here, I'll roll it on camera. He does it. Twizzard, they get out the measuring stick, and they determine that you are the winner.
Woo!
The crowd goes crazy. The guy comes up to you. He's like, I don't know who you are, but I respect your toss. And he grips your hand, and you guys have like the most
Maybe Mr.
grippiest
Twizzard
handshake
can
ever.
give him a part of the winnings.
Well, no.
The organizer comes over, and he counts out 5 gold pieces and puts it in your hand, Twizzard.
Oh, yeah.
You wouldn't give that other guy at least 1 gold for being like a runner-up or doing like a really good job?
He should have competed harder if he wanted to win.
You shouldn't have cheated.
I look over at Agnes, and I do the...
Oh, you don't... Nobody can see it. Nobody
Yes.
can see your unseen servants.
No.
Agnes is too busy stuffing her face with funnel cake
Okay,
and
good.
baked apples.
Good.
Actually, she
Baroness-
probably went off to see if there's going to be a tug of war somewhere. She's entering the Ateum into the tug of war.
Amazing. Yes, that's definitely going to happen. The Baroness runs over Twizzard and gives you a hug and says, "Congratulations! I didn't even know you practiced.
the Baroness. Hello.
Where's the rest of your party? I hope they're okay. Everyone okay?"
I think they hit the snack bar first, so they're probably... Oh, I see Finric waiting right now.
And
Oh,
she
he
goes
fell
over.
Yep.
She goes over. Yeah.
Head over heels.
She goes over Finric and sort of almost picks you up into a bear hug, and some of the, what are you eating? You're eating something.
Sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes.
It can be sweet potatoes in the thing too, right?
Yeah, no, totally. That's canon.
Yeah.
Some of your sweet potatoes fall out of their wrapper, but she gives you a big smooch right in the public. A couple of people
All right.
titter. Betsy sort of rolls her eyes and looks at you, Twizzard, and says, "Did you use magic?"
What? No? I'm talking.
All right. And she goes over next to the Baroness.
Like you hardly even know me.
All right. Yeah, should we do a tug of war? I think we should.
Yeah, so Agnes walks over, with a funnel cake in one hand and a baked apple in the other. And she's like, "You guys ready for the tug of war I signed us up for?"
Amazing.
Can we use magic for that?
Well, I was thinking maybe an immovable rod would be helpful.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know the tug of there's a bit of a lull in between events. People get more food, more drink.
Finric, you should probably be the anchor.
All right, so you guys devise your strategy. Yeah, it's a 4-person team. Talon has moved off and is talking to other rangers around. Yeah, you guys entered yourselves into the. Yep, you're all entered into the tug of war. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do the tug of war. Sounds great.
All right.
Got a bunch of over here. May or may not look like other people from our past exposure. What's your order?
Well, I'm thinking that Agnes is not very strong at all. So she's definitely not the anchor. She's probably like maybe the second person.
Second from the
From the
back?
front? No, second from the front.
Okay.
I would think it should be strong, weak, strong, immovable rod.
All right, Paelias, you in the front then?
My the immovable rod.
The removable rod's at the back because, you guys need to be able to tug them forward, and the movable rod doesn't move both ways.
Yeah, shouldn't I have you toward the back then?
Whatever order you guys want.
Well, who has the immovable rod?
Me.
Right.
Oh.
So as we are.
Alright, yeah, that's that then.
Do we want additional help? I whisper. Because I got him for an hour.
Use them or lose them, right?
I could conjure my my dragon and have them buzz in their ears.
I might as well do some dissident, or I might as well do some vicious mockery to the other team then.
Oh man, we're getting kicked out, aren't we?
No, I'm not doing vicious mockery.
All right, so you guys square off. I think what we're
I have
gonna
the
do.
unseen servants helping me.
All right, so each of you give me a strength check, and we'll add them all up. And then I guess tell me how you're using the immovable rod, if you are.
I'm gonna have it sort of in my, in front of my chest, sort of in front of me, within my clothes. But the goal would be, I think the goal would be right away for me to trigger it, so that I literally just can't be pulled past it.
All right.
And then, but
when
I'm still
we get a
gonna
little slack, you move it backwards.
Yeah. So I'm still gonna try to pull backwards, but if for some reason they're stronger than we think, if they're stronger than we think, I at least can use it to brace myself. And if we start to pull them back, then I'll have to use a hand to click the thing and pull it back with me. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. I've made their rolls with their respective strengths.
Agnes actually rolled pretty well. With a -1, she got 15.
Nice. The number you need to beat is 73.
What?
What
They rolled really well.
is my 5 gonna hurt us or help us?
Not as much as my 5 hurts us.
What?
I got a 4.
Why is the weakest person with a -1? A
right,
negative
so-
1 strength. How am I the strongest person here?
I think the unseen servants are pulling the wrong way.
So the guy's like, all right, go. And like so Finric, you just feel yourself like boom, like in. So you're gonna have to give me a different strength check to see if you can actually hold on to the rope as it like attempts to be pulled out of your hands as your body stops dead on this immovable rod, just digs into your
Chest.
I don't know, whatever your chest plate.
Are we all doing it? Or just Finric?
No, just Finric, because otherwise you're all gonna go flying on the ground.
Wait, so the unseen servants, do they get to roll?
Well, I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're not
I
using
don't
it.
know.
Well, I am pulling the opposite way.
5.
All right, so basically the sheer like I don't know if you guys like didn't hear the 3, 2, 1 go or what happened, but it's not pretty. And Finric, boom, like the wind gets knocked out of you, and you're just and the rope flies from your grasp as all of you guys just.
Oh.
But surely the other guys fall down too, right?
Yeah, probably, honestly. All right, so it's just like, just boom. It's just, the crowd's like, it's over before it starts.
Well, we've got
Oh my
our strengths
God.
and we've got our weaknesses.
Oh my gosh. And,
Agnes is a little more than peeved.
That's
at
hilarious.
us.
eventually everyone stands up, and the ref is like, he looks over at Finric, who's just like standing, trying to catch his breath. Didn't fall over, he just like boom into this thing that no one else can see. And he like gives you the side eye, and you're, I don't know. It's like, are you okay there in the back? You're a team, a TM. Afraid you're eliminated. Oh my
Agnes
goodness.
essentially demands Twizzard prestigitation all of the mud off of her, and then she goes off on her own.
So I do that.
The Baroness goes over to Finric, and she's like, "Good show. I mean, you let go of the rope, but you stayed on your feet." Oh man.
Somewhere in all of this, I've sort of clicked the immovable rod to move it back into.
Sure.
It
Yeah,
was all the butter. It was all the butter on your hands from those sweet potatoes.
So,
Yeah, greasy sweet potatoes did you in.
You have an imprint of the rod on your chest now.
It's bruise on your chest.
How'd you get that?
Oh my god.
Manhunter in
yeah.
the dark.
What's that?
Manhunt in the dark.
Dark,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's in the dark. Oh, good callback. Only bone I've ever broken.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Uh,
Yeah, then you carried my books for like 3 months. That's solid. Good looking out.
oh, I got the better end of the deal, so.
Oh man. Yeah, no, it's just general revelry. I mean, that's probably the last big event of the day, but because it is getting late. But evening, there's some bonfires that are set up. The next day, there's going to be some climbing events where people climb trees as fast as they can. Some chopping events, but general good times are had. The Baroness offers her quarters the same as last time. If you guys would like to stay there.
I'll take a bit.
Talon is going to go.
Sounds good.
He has a small house that he's going to visit. But yeah, basically, if you guys want, you can stay for the rest of the events. Have fun there.
Yeah.
The Baroness, of course, that night demands stories from all of you. As you're sitting around the tables.
Agnes would probably sing of her stories, or maybe not sing of her stories, but she would at least do some music.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've got a new thing for you, Agnes.
Oh, I get a violin.
Yeah, it's not a lute, but
I know.
it's a violin. You got a violin now.
I have a violin and I have an acoustic guitar and a couple of electric guitars, whichever one seems most fitting.
Violin can be a lute, can it?
It's not the right shape. A mandolin would be closer. Just too many strings.
Yep. You guys,
Nice.
anyways,
Or you can
I guess
dance
I'm
too.
not anyway. Yeah, that's enjoying this too. Sure, why not?
Shall I roll for performance, or are we just going to assume that I'm just performing?
I think you're performing just fine.
Okay.
Well, anyway, so it comes
Yeah, no, it's just I have plus 12 performance now, so.
out. What if you get 12?
Oh my goodness.
Or I had to do
24. I did get 12.
13. Oh boy.
12 plus 12 is 24.
That's true.
Nice. Yeah,
I
no.
figured I stood up my bread and butter.
Actually, what salient details are you saying in your song?
Well, I'm probably talking specifically about the stuff that I know about. So me changing into an owl, us, I guess, taking down the corrupt monarchy of South Gorson, and what was it, Duluth? Dolith? Was that his name, Dolith?
Dolith, yeah.
Dolith, okay. And then I probably left out the part about Falrith, but I might have mentioned an elusive wizard that was still on the loose. Not necessarily mentioning him by name. There's a puppy who really wants Paelias' attention.
She always wants my attention.
All right. Is this the first that she's hearing this, or did you guys sort of talk beforehand?
I mean, I figured I'd probably play after dinner, not during dinner.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if we're all eating, I'm sure that there was conversation going on.
Yeah, she is extremely interested in hearing about basically the ruling structure of a kingdom failing. That's one kingdom over. And so she's like peppering you with questions of like, who's in charge now? And, just like very interested in how it happened, why it happened. So you guys are giving her all this information.
Well, I guess whatever information we can give. I mean, we don't know the ancient history of it, right? We just know that it was corrupt, that they were using their people in ways that were abusive, and it was kind of deteriorating from the outside in. Like there was no more middle class, there was very few upper class. It was really just the monarchy and then all of the people who are just trying to scrape by.
We have heard so little from South Gorson, other than, well, rumors of the creatures that roam the southern reaches. But it sounds like you fought and killed a bunch of those as well.
Not I.
That's true.
Yeah, we did. They had it coming.
What who have you told in Aland about this?
You guys.
Talon?
Mm-hmm.
Talon was there to help.
Yep.
I see.
Why, are
Very
you worried?
interesting.
You sound a little worried.
No, just wondering how this information might be used. I mean, it's good news, right? It sounds like very good news.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's great.
And so the king and queen know nothing about this of down in Jakun. People who bring them this news may be rewarded for the troubles. Perhaps a trip south following the festival is in our future.
Is there a way to get to Jakun from the coast?
Jakun is a coastal city. The capital of Eland, our capital city, is basically dead center on the southern coast of Eland. And the King and Queen Ratan would be very interested in this news, as they have been worried, as have we all, and one of the reasons Talon has been patrolling that eastern edge as much as he has, threat of invasion, really.
I think I have forgotten. I think we have all forgotten. I don't know where these people are at the moment, but we should be carrying a king and queen that are in a vegetative state.
Oh no! Wait, did you take them with you?
Of course we took them with us. We have to. We're bringing them to the water genesee.
Huh.
Forgot about that.
Oh, look, they're right here.
Hey, that's what that big package was.
Maybe we asked Talon to store them in his house for the time being.
Yeah.
Restore these bodies in your house.
There was probably another horse that had their bodies, another horse or two.
Yeah, I mean, how else would we have done it?
It's coming back to me.
Yeah.
That's right. That's what we did.
Of course.
Yeah.
You would have thought of everything.
Yeah, I don't think I don't know if we're telling her. I don't think I've mentioned the king and queen of the other place in my story. I left out a lot of the Falrith stuff. I just said an elusive wizard.
You would have put them in the tiny hut to keep their bodies dry, maybe?
Yeah,
They'd probably want that.
they'd fit.
Mm-hmm.
Until the rain the next morning. All right, sure. So, yeah, how much have you told her about them?
No, I haven't told her anything about him. In terms of Falrith, he's just an elusive wizard that we're still after.
All right. Yeah, we'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Haven't even named him. I'm not naming him.
No one has mentioned I'm tempted to have you all give wisdom saving throws if you mention them.
Uh-oh.
But they all forgot about him anyway.
That's true. Yeah, I feel like it would have been more front in your mind if you'd had to deal with like an extra horse with 2 comatose bodies attached to it throughout 4 days of travel or 6 days of travel. All right. So the bodies are there. They're squirreled away in Talon's house. Sure. So she's like, well, the festival will end. We have tomorrow, and then the closing ceremony is the day after. Perhaps then we all travel south together?
Well, we need to get back to our ship. Our crew has been without us for quite a long time, so I think we would just take the river down and then go along the coast and get to Jakun that way. If you want, we could meet and you could introduce us.
I'm sure the king and queen would love to meet folks who set in motion the complete and utter transformation of South Corson, of course.
Yes. And I'm like, Lily should be here.
Finric, will you then continue with your friends west to the ship, or would you like to
Party's
accompany
lit.
me south in 2 days' time?
That's a good question.
Persuasion check.
Say again?
Persuasion check.
She got a 5.
Persuaded you.
Agnes is also going to persuade Finric as to, you know, we have a very large ship and a very small crew. We couldn't do it without you. Knowing how much he hates the water.
We could go
Uh-huh.
south with her and then take a little boat to go get our big boat.
It's that it's that I'm committed to the mission with my friends.
I understand. But you'll stay at least till the end of the festival?
Oh wait, how long is the festival?
It's another 2 nights.
I look at my friends. Yeah, we're good.
Looking at my
Yeah.
watch.
Let's do it. Yeah.
I'm the only one.
This is a festival.
I'm like so much about haste.
This is a festival. Relax, Agnes.
Paelias looks up from his 3rd beer of the night.
I mean, we'd be fools to miss it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's settle then. All right.
I think for the next 2 nights, I might consider finding out if Talon has some space in his little hut, just so I can look after the.
You want to sleep with the bodies?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Easily done. He's happy to accommodate you.
I don't want any rumors to be spreading about me and Talon. This is completely platonic.
I've already told Mr. Bones.
Yeah, and denying it just really is going to make the rumor spread faster.
Mr. Bones looks askance at you and raises his non-existent eyebrows.
No one was thinking that, but that's the first thing you said, so now we're all thinking that.
I'll sleep in my tiny hut if I have to.
All right. I think, let's see. Yeah, I think we may call it early, unless is there another lumberjack contest that you'd like to enter?
No, but I'm sure that Agnes will talk to Lily and bring her up to speed, and Lily can bring Agnes up to speed as to what's happening with them and the boat
Yes.
situation.
We'll figure that out next Thursday.
And that's another reason I think she wanted to be outside of the Duchess's house, because she wants to be able to have those conversations if she needs to.
That fear of being overheard.
Well, she wouldn't be overheard. It's all in her mind. But right, sending
The
stone.
fear of being overheard.
The fear of being looked at askance.
Too late.
Yeah, I know. Spending my time with Talon
And the bodies.
and the bodies.
All right. I think we will pick things up next time then with the Ateum heading west on horse to finally track down your errant ship, and the Baroness and some contingent heading south to the capital. All right. Thank you all very much for playing. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time on BND Live.